I've never seen the Northern Lights, but I know someone who has. He's called Will, a gentleman humorist who brushes with cinnamon-colored toothpaste. Let's meet him. We are here now with Will. Presence acknowledgement.
Hello.
Hello. Will, who would you like to contact?
W.C. Fields.
Of course, the great American comedian W.C. Fields. Fine. And what's attracted you to his spirit, Will?
Well, I'm a comedian and have always heard about W.C. Fields, but don't know much about him. I saw the movie My Little Chickadee, which is him and Mae West, and loved it. So I just thought, I want to find out more about him, kind of figure out what are his best movies and stuff like that. And, when I knew that I was doing this, I'm like, well, why go ask a comedian friend for advice on this? Instead of going to the internet, I thought, why not just go straight to the source?
Directly to the source. I like the way
Yes.
you think. Did you bring something to help me with my work, an offering of some sort?
I did. I brought a neti pot.
A neti pot.
Yeah. Used.
Very nice. Please place the pot into the offering box. And know, Will, that if you believe, you will receive. Or as they say in Latin,
Si vis credere et accidere. Zabrecky summoned the spirit of William Claude Dukenfield, known to many as W.C. Fields, the great American comedian. Are you with us?
Coming. Now, what was that you wanted?
Mr. Fields?
It's a name, yeah.
Are you alive in the spirit world?
Yeah.
Ah, fine. I'm contacting you on behalf of Will Forte.
What is this, an interview?
Not exactly. Will is a comedian and a great admirer of your work.
I'm used to that sort of thing. We stage folks get this all the time.
Of course. Will has recently become quite a fan of your work. He's very fond of your film, My Little Chickadee.
Oh, forgot about that.
The 1940 comedy you made with Mae West.
Beautiful blonde is the one thing I'm indebted to her for.
Mr. Fields, Will would like to know some of your personal favorite films in which you appeared in.
This is all very painful to me.
Oh, my apologies. We certainly do not wish you any discomfort or ill feeling, Mr. Fields.
Now, what was that you wanted?
What I wanted was... Comedian Will Forte would like to know if you could point him in the direction of some of your...
Don't talk to people with a toothpick in your mouth.
I don't have a toothpick in my mouth.
Now, let's get on with the script.
That's exactly what I'm aiming to do.
Did you ever play the game of Squidulum?
No, I'm more of a backgammon type of person.
What is this, an interview?
Oh, dear. No, Mr. Fields. Will Forte would like
We
to...
want you to like us, and we wanted to like you. We wanted you to like us, and we wanted to like you.
A brat. A B-R-A-T. Brat. What a catastrophe.
I won't entirely disagree. My apologies. These things do tend to happen in my line of work.
I don't know why I ever come in here. Have you any imported cigars?
No.
Groceries and liqueurs. White bread, yes. Ham and eggs. Do you think it's too hot for pork chops?
Oh dear.
Preparing for a visitor is relaxing. Sometimes it's my favorite part. When Kate Flannery comes to your house for a seance, there's only so much you can prepare for. Well, maybe I've said too much.
Oh, Kate, welcome. Thank you for being here. Who is it that you wish to contact?
I wish to contact Ethel Merman.
Ethel Merman, the great singer, comedian, and actress, Ethel Merman, of course.
Yes.
What is it that attracts you to the spirit of Ethel Merman?
Well, as a kid, I used to imitate Ethel Merman because whenever I saw on TV, I thought she had the weirdest voice. I loved her. And then when I was in 8th grade, my older sister bought me a ticket to see her live with the Philadelphia Orchestra. I think she was in her 70s, and she was amazing. It was pouring rain. Everyone was leaving. I was glued. I couldn't move.
And there she was, just singing away, charming your junior high school heart.
This is true. I actually got to sing with an orchestra a few months ago, and they asked me to sing one of her songs from Gypsy, and I had an out-of-body experience during and after. It was so weird. So I felt very connected.
A connection.
Yeah.
So you wish to share that you had this profound experience performing her music as she once affected you.
Yes.
Of course. That is a thing of beauty.
My dad was in the front row, and it was about 2,000 people in the audience, and I felt like I was just channeling her energy.
Channeling her energy. As an 8th grader watching her from the audience, there you were performing her music. What a way to channel. I like the way you think. What a nice story. Did you bring something to help me with my work today, an offering of some sort?
Yes, I actually have the ticket from the concert.
Nice.
But you know what, I can't really part with it. So you know what, I'm gonna offer this pin instead. I can't. I love this, I love this, I love this, I love this.
Fine. Please place the offering in the box.
I can't.
Please empty your mind.
I can't.
Look into my eyes, take my hands, and know that if you believe, Kate, you will receive. Ethel Merman, are you with us?
Why, of course! Hi, everybody.
Oh, yes, oh, yes.
This is Zabrecky. I am here with comedian Kate Flannery.
Well, here I am. I was belting. I heard you two belting.
No belting going on here.
Well, here I am.
Can we ask you some questions?
Okay, I'm ready, so start throwing.
Can you describe a recent experience in the afterlife?
Well, if you insist, to tell you the truth. Anything goes.
Anything?
Anything. Listen, honey, nothing's impossible.
Well, that's something we can all look forward to.
Aren't you going to take notes?
Oh, I have a reasonable memory.
Tell me about yourself.
Miss Merman, this isn't the time and place. Ethel, do you have a show business secret that you can share with Kate?
Well, you gotta do what Ethel does. You gotta outlast them. You gotta outlast them. You gotta outlast them. You gotta outlast them.
Noted. 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 Now, what type of spirits do you find yourself attracted to?
Like what? Like what?
The cowboy that drove the Russells out of Tombstone, the gamblers out of Cheyenne, and the comedians out of television.
Cowboy, gambler, comedians. I see you are keeping yourself very busy.
What's the first thing you think of when I say, bananas?
The thought of them makes me hurt. And it makes me want to hurt. The sight of them makes me see dark shades of red. And their smell makes me gag. I don't know why. When I'm near them, I feel afraid, gassed, powerless. Yes, it's true. I'm bananophobic.
Now relax, take it easy.
Another question. Do you...
Pardon me. Could I talk to you for a minute? Honey, say hello to Ethel Merman. I've seen every show she's ever done. I know all the things that the Merm does. My dear old pal, Ethel Merman.
Noted. Thank you.
What happened? What happened?
There are more important things to think about. Let it be cake. Let there be sunshine. So, my friends, I know milk.
Oh, dear.
Well, it certainly was nice spending these few moments here, and I hope you'll invite me again.
There's no business like smoking. I've just got to get on with my crusade. Gotta outlast them.
on the roof of the Knickerbocker Hotel in Hollywood, California on Halloween 1936. Widow Bessie Houdini made every attempt possible to contact her departed husband, master magician Harry Houdini. What you're about to see is not a reenactment of that night. Jack is here, and we're reaching out to a magician of a different kind.
Jack, greetings, welcome.
Thank you, Zabrecky. It's great to be here.
Who is it that you wish to contact?
Kurt Cobain.
Kurt Cobain, I see. Did you know the man?
No, never had the pleasure of meeting him, but I saw him live in concert in 1991, and it was the best concert I ever saw. He was definitely my favorite artist. A lot of people write great songs, but then when you see them live, you're like, eh. No. He had a magic. He had a charisma. And he represented all of us. In a way, it was like he was a godlike creature. It's like he was Jesus or something. It was like he stood for something beyond music. The downtrodden. He was a hero of something.
Something.
It was like all the bullies in the world. He was going to destroy them with the sheer force of his rock. And it was mighty. And it was a reckoning.
Where was this concert?
It was in San Francisco at the Warfield Theater. And I'll never forget, it was the night that Bill Graham died. They put it up on the marquee. And it was the best concert I ever saw. He had a magic, he had a charisma, and the songs were so damn good. And I've never felt an audience like that where everyone was on the same page. There was a writhing, undulating mass of movement in the pit, and you could feel the love in the room for what was happening. And there were songs that I had never heard before. He played Rape Me, which was not on any other albums yet, but it was immediately like the best song in the fucking world. Everyone smiling ear to ear, and just, it was like we were in Nirvana. We were all like high on this energy. It's like, fuck, it was orgasmic. That one was special. And you know what it is? I feel like Kurt Cobain was the last great rock star. When you go through the history of rock, there's not that many that changed the genre in a way. And and in a way, I feel like maybe he is the last great rock star, because in a way he was the best at the time, and he also destroyed the genre in a way. I don't even know if rock exists anymore. That's how good he was.
It was as if he was there to destroy rock and roll forever.
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 Now, Jack, did you bring something to help me with my work today? An offering of some sort?
I did. Brought a used lens wipe, also used for cleaning screens, like an iPhone screen.
Mm-hmm. That'll work. And Jack, please take the offering, place it inside of the box. Now it is very important that you do exactly as I say. Please take this bell, ring it 3 times like this. Your turn.
Okay.
Perfect. Now, Jack, please take my hands, just like this. Look into my eyes and know that if you believe, you will receive.
disembodied spirit of Kurt Cobain. Kurt, I'm joined now with Jack Black. Kurt, are you here?
What? Hi.
Jack, what would you like to ask him?
Really, I just want to hang out with him. The more the merrier, an uncommon thing in this day and age.
Fine. Jack, do you have a question for Kurt?
What are you listening to now?
That's a very good question. Can you tell us what kind of music you're listening to now?
There's a sound. I don't know all the technical terminology for exactly how to explain it in different patterns. Right. Alpha and beta waves in your brain. Really amazing. It revolves in a circle all the time. Experimental with more noise and different effects boxes and stuff and weirder stuff. It's just like staring into the sun, but I can't demonstrate it because I have the wrong voltage. Everything will always revert back to melody. It's really neat.
Well, you painted quite a picture. Do any groups come to mind that might describe the sound you speak of?
Typical stuff. The Beatles. And the Germs. Black Sabbath. Bob Dylan. Like Gang of Four. Arnaldo Baptista. And White Flag. Red Cross. B-52 is Devo. The Raincoats and Kleenex and Iggy Pop. Jimi Hendrix. Heck, Sonic Youth. You know, blah blah blah, blah blah blah, blah blah blah, blah blah blah, blah blah.
My apologies. That does happen sometimes.
A total pain in the ass.
I won't entirely disagree.
Just deal with it. Is there an ashtray around here somewhere?
No, I don't see one.
The biggest dilemma of the day.
Of course.
Everything will always revert back to melody.
There are no more questions. There are no more answers.
That was a raunchy experience, you know.
Due to an overwhelming response of the countless admirers of the other side, I have decided to share some of the bits and pieces of fanfare that comes in each day. Let's take a look, shall we? Michelle from Montreal asks, Dear Zabrecky, I would like to start a seance program of my own. Do you have any advice for the budding young medium? Well, Michelle, all you need are special powers and a positive attitude. Oh, and look at this. Just in from the grocery store. The red tag special. California navel oranges, 4 for 99 cents. Papayas, 2 for 99 cents. And beef sirloin steak tip, $2.99 a pound. Oh, and this is from Michael from Simi Valley, California. Dear Zabrecky, please get this message to your guest, Will Forte. Dear Will, this show you're on, it was fine and all, but please stop dicking around and get back to work on making a new season of Last Man on Earth. And this is from Julie Wexler from Santa Monica, California. Hello, my name is Julie Wexler, and I'm 25 years old.
I could have made this show in my bedroom. This was a complete waste of my time. Well, thank you very much, Julie. You must have a very nice bedroom. I make my program Other Side in my living room. It's nice to have things in common. And this is from Regina from Tustin. Oh dear! This is a serious offense! Sending animals in the mail is a serious crime. But she sure is cute. And this is from Alex from Miami, Florida. Dear Zabrecky, I enjoy watching your program with my 8 siblings. 8 siblings. Do you have any siblings? When this world is too much or not enough, I go to the other side. I'm going there now with Jeff. He makes films and puts coconut oil in his hair to tame his curly locks. Let's meet him, shall we? Jeff, welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here. Jeff, who are we going to contact this morning?
I would like to contact Nancy Reagan.
Former First Lady, Nancy Reagan. I see. Now what's inspired this?
Well, earlier this week I went to the Reagan Library and they had a lot of info on Ronald, but not so much on Nancy. It was a very small section. So I'd like to learn a little more.
Well,
a few questions.
Learn a little more about former First Lady Nancy Reagan. Fine. Do you have something, Jeff, to help us with our work, an offering of some sort?
My watch?
Well, yes. Timex. It's very nice. This will do just fine. Now, Jeff, please take my hands, just like this. Look into my eyes and know that if you believe, you will receive.
Nancy Reagan, is that you? I am Zabrecky, contacting you on behalf of film artiste Jeff Grossman. He has some questions. Is now a good time?
Yes.
Nancy, are you living a fulfilled life in the spirit world?
Yes, but I really didn't think it would be as deep as it is.
Ah, so it's deeper than you expected. If you could sing one song...
Wouldn't it be nice?
If you could sing one song on TV, what would it be?
Wouldn't it be nice?
What would you do if I crawled through the phone and kissed you?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Nancy, can you moonwalk?
Yes.
There are no more questions, and there are no more answers. Thank you. Good.
Rolling. Rolling. Rolling.
Today's stampede into the spirit world is one you will never forget. That's because we're going with Neil, America's funny man who prefers his eyes cubed, not crushed. You know, the one Norman Rockwell forgot to paint. But you already knew that. Let's meet him now. Neil Hamburger, welcome. Who would you like to contact?
Colonel Sanders.
Colonel Harland David Sanders, the founder and ambassador to the fast food chicken restaurant, Kentucky Fried Chicken, correct?
That's the guy.
I see. And what is it that draws you to his spirit?
Well, I didn't say I was attracted to his spirit, but I would like to get in touch with him to let him know that he made a grave mistake in founding the Kentucky Fried Chicken chain. These guys have been making a mockery out of him for the past couple of years through a series of really depressing, dismaying television advertisements in which the worst actors and comedians imaginable portray him in a way that's extremely unflattering and very, very bad for his personal legacy. And also the food is also of very poor quality.
Let's waste no time in contacting him. Did you bring an offering, something to help us with our work today?
I did bring something that I thought, I brought this digital watch. This is a one-of-a-kind item that the Colonel may not have encountered in his life, but maybe in his death.
Timex?
It might be. It's probably an off-brand.
Please place the offering in the box. Now take my hands, look into my eyes, and know that if you believe, you will receive. I now summon the spirit of Colonel Harlan Sanders. Is the legend among us?
I'm not a legend. Legend is for one who has spent themselves or is non-existent. I'm not a legend.
Thank you for clarifying. Mr. Sanders, Neil Hamburger would like you to know that you have made a sizable error with your legacy. I don't quite know how to tell you this, but since you've left your physical body, degenerate marketing companies have been tarnishing your once sterling title.
Speaking of cooking, how's that pretty little bride of yours?
Pardon me?
Yeah, I knew it was wrong.
Degenerate marketing companies have been tarnishing your once sterling title.
Yeah, I knew it was wrong. You know, we kind of got away from that, too. By settling out to 2 different corporations since I sold. I got $2 million. $2 million. $2 million. $2 million for when I sold out 7.5 years before that. I got $2 million for it. And when they sold in, after 7.5 years, it cost the company that has it now $273 million. So that's quite an appreciation in value, you see.
And one more time, what was the price that you sold the company for?
I got $2 million.
Oh, there are no more questions and there are no more answers.
$2 million.
When ectoplasm is one of your top 5 words, you're probably getting ready to go to the other side. I'm going there now with Jason, who tricks and wears sensible shoes. Now, if you can't see me, just raise your hand and I'll come in and adjust the color. Jason, welcome. Greetings, pleasantries. Who do you wish to contact?
Pistol Pete Maravich.
Pistol Pete Maravich. What can you tell me about the man?
He's an American basketball player, former basketball player. He's passed away, obviously. That's why I'm here. And was an all-star in the NBA, but also is still currently the all-time leading scorer in college basketball history with 3,667 points. In only 3 seasons, no three-point line. But the thing that I liked more about him was that he was a little bit of a flashy player, a lot of fancy passes, ball handling, whatnot. But yeah, I always, he's probably my favorite basketball player that I've never actually seen play in person.
Sports.
Yeah, sports, yeah.
And why do you wish to contact his spirit?
Well, I've just always been a really big fan of him. My dad bought me these 4 video cassettes called Homework Basketball. I mean, these are all these drills that his own father, Pete Maravich's father, invented that Pete then passed on to people through the modern marvel that is video cassettes.
A spectacular showman. Fine. Did you bring something to help me with my work today, an offering of some sort?
I sure did, yes. There you go. It's a pair of earplugs from a flight from Venice, Italy to Toronto, Canada. Unused, still in the package, and black for some reason.
Yeah. Sounds like fire.
Oh.
Now, Jason, please place the offering into the box. Touchdown. Take my hands, look into my eyes, and know that if you believe, you will receive.
I summon the disembodied spirit of basketball legend Pistol Pete Maravich. Pistol Pete, are you with us?
Totally.
This is Zabrecky. I'm here with Jason Sudeikis. He has some questions which I will ask on his behalf. Pete, please tell us something that each of us can look forward to in the afterlife.
Basketball. A trophy 6'5" and 1/4 inches tall. Heavenly Santa Claus.
Do you find yourself with the urge to dance?
Totally. There's no doubt about it.
Can you tell us about the adjustments from this world to the next?
What Jesus Christ talked about is not secret all. And when he came to... Now let me ask you a question. What do you think about when I say the word elephant?
Well, I imagine a large, strong mammal with knowing eyes, thin ears, and powerful trunks.
Maybe if I say this word, giraffe. Giraffe.
Pistol Pete, do you have any final thoughts you would like to share with Jason?
Well, to make a long story short, money will buy you a fine dog, but only love will make it wag its tail.
There are no more questions and there are no more answers. Thank you.
admiration for the power others exude can be intoxicating. But don't let your heroes fool you, despite their height and weight. I'll remind myself that when David comes over to raise the spirit of an American icon. Icon. Stop telling me what to do. This is my moment, not yours. We are here now. David, who do you wish to contact?
I wish to contact Macho Man Randy Savage.
The great American wrestler and actor, Randy Savage, of course. I see.
I'm wearing a stage-worn outfit by him, signed by him, in the hopes that his energy will be here even more.
It's a nice thing to hope for. Can you tell me why you want to contact his spirit, David?
Well, I've just sort of restarted my wrestling career, and I've been thinking about him a lot. He's one of my favorite wrestlers. I had the opportunity to work with him on a film, Ready to Rumble. I also love Miss Elizabeth, who was his sort of girlfriend at times, and went into the ring with him.
An associate.
Yeah. Convinced I married my wife because she looks a lot like Miss Elizabeth. Exactly. I have a Macho Man Randy Savage and Miss Elizabeth.
Oh, look, there's so much.
Had too.
Oh, yes, of course. Please show. Oh, would you look at that? Look at that. Oh, my. What a fine-looking couple.
Lovely couple they are. Yeah, they were in love.
Together forever, on your body.
It didn't end well, though.
Sometimes it doesn't.
So I think about them a lot. I just want to see if they sort of belong on this journey, if they have any, I don't know, advice for me.
Some professional advice for the modern wrestler, of course. Did you bring us something to help us with our work today, an offering of some sort?
Yeah, I brought this. What's a soaring eagle?
It's a fine piece of jewelry, look at that.
Yeah, I thought it was sort of like his coloring, that he'd like it.
It's very nice. But please place the offering inside of the box. Now, David, empty your mind and do as I do. And know that if you believe, you will receive.
Zabrecky, summon the spirit of Macho Man Randy Savage. Are you with us?
Yeah, because things are just popping right now. Things are starting to cultivate, things are starting to grow.
I come to tell you that David is re-entering the world of professional wrestling.
This is real bad news for Hulk Hogan. Yeah, too bad, baby.
Do you feel that David has a shot at the new Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion of the world?
Nothing means nothing. Yeah, unjustifiably in a position that I'd rather not be in. But the cream will rise to the top. Oh, yeah.
So you're saying the cream rises to the top?
Oh, yeah, there is no doubt about it.
Macho Man, what does one need to win such a title?
Total control! Let me point! Macho Man Randy Savage is not happy.
Oh, okay.
Would you like to ask Elizabeth a question right at this particular time? Would you like to do that?
Well, that would be lovely.
Oh, yeah. Elizabeth is icing the champagne right now because the time is getting near. You are like a grain of sand in the Sahara Desert. Yeah. And I am the entire desert.